So now we're recording.
Yeah, I mean, I guess red doesn't mean stop. Oh, congratulations on being alive again, Gary.
Well, like the risen dead, my quality of life is perhaps less than it needs to be. But yes, I do in fact have a voice again, and
I too am a millennial.
and I can defend myself against the vicious and unprovoked bullshit that these guys threw at me.
Hashtag cabbie life.
Hashtag your life.
Hashtag cabbie wife for the $69 tier.
Jesus, cabbie with boobs.
We call that coleslaw.
Who says they have sexual dimorphism?
I don't know. The one you drew has very feminine features, so
I was just going for cute. Ungodly cute.
That just makes you feel even worse for making a spring roll. No! Chop, 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 chop.
no, it honestly probably did make more coleslaw than anything, because, you know, half of the spear, then a bunch of people treading on it. See, that's what we need, is that don't tread on me snake flag, but instead of the snake, it's just cabbie.
Coleslawed up with a hand reaching out.
Y'all are horrible.
I never claimed to be anything but.
That's true.
I am the GM.
That's true.
So speaking of horrible, welcome back to the actual Average Adventuring Party podcast.
We're not aliens.
Well, speak for yourself. So yeah, I do actually have a voice this time. I am going to give a preemptive warning. So two things. First, as you can probably hear, my voice is still a little wonky because I'm getting over being sick. But also, I'm recovering from eye surgery, so if you hear me stutter or if there are like weird jumps in the editing, it's because text is horrible for me at the moment. So I'm still a little slow as far as reading goes. So
He's always been slow otherwise, so that's okay. We're not worried about that.
That's where the averaging comes in.
Uh-huh, yeah. You could also say that's why he's mean, because that's average.
So speaking of math, go ahead and just start subtracting off of those hit points.
Oh, look at that. Single digits. Nice.
Yeah, Mike is going to start the game with 1 hit point.
I've got a single digit for you right here.
Wow, I'm number 2.
The group is playing Dark Souls mode.
Yes.
So it's going to be nothing but dodge rolls and then cursing.
I mean, usually they're rolls and then cursing anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. So, let's see. For you, the listeners at home, it's only been a couple of weeks. But for these guys, it's been a while.
No random song quotes.
Yeah. So Galdrian's off doing his thing, happily and well-adjusted like. We're going to start, imagine, if you will, a beautiful and blue planet that has these great continents on it. And we slowly zoom in. Towards the center of the world, there's a gigantic, towering obsidian spike covered in dragons. Just to the south of that, there's a mountain almost as high. The top has been blown off, the peak is ruined, and just out of the side drifts this enormous plume of smoke that lingers for hundreds of miles around it. Slightly to the east of that, there's a continent-spanning forest that is thousands of miles long in places. To the east of that, there is, at first, what looks like a terrain feature just running up and down one side. And as we zoom in, you realize that it is tens of thousands of elves bustling around, weapons of war. They have created a line of soldiers and equipment just east of this forest. We'll zoom in a little bit further into the forest. And as we do, we encounter about 24 of these troops. These elves are wearing various degrees of gold armor, or gold-colored armor, rather. Some of them have shucked their heavy helmets. They have think of the typical like open face nose guard pointed helmet. They've shucked those, and those are just hanging at their sides. And most of them have thick bandanas holding their hair back. They look ragged and tired. They've look like they have seen things that no elven soldier should be expected to see. There's one at the front who is walking carrying what you would consider otherwise to be a horse-mounted lance. It looks entirely out of place. He's just got it across his shoulders. Behind him are his men. There's maybe 20 of them. They are carrying various weapons. Most of them have swords or spears. All of them have bows. They look like they're faring better than their leader, who's wearing this just extremely heavy armor. With them, however, are 3 new soldiers that look, or rather 3 soldiers who look completely out of place, in that they have these suits of armor that make them far bulkier than an elf should otherwise be. They're sort of these metal and crystalline monstrosities. Each of them has a tank on their back that's full of this kind of shimmery, pearlescent liquid. And as they're walking, occasionally one will just lift this gauntleted hand and fire will shoot out of it as they clear the path in front of them. Meanwhile, in the underbrush, there are several individuals. If you want, Suna, you can go ahead and place yourself on the map somewhere in the underbrush. And then we'll describe what Suna looks like.
Suna's a fox.
Not quite accurate, but go on.
A fox person.
There you go.
She has like a little, what are they called? I'm going to be bad here and probably sound horrible, but like the monks wore, you know? I don't know what they're called.
Monk's robe.
Robes. Robes are good. But she has those on, except for they're a little pulled tighter. They're not free falling because, you know, she has magic to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, nature to touch and revive and...
People to kill.
Yes, lots of people, tons of people right now in front of me to kill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And she always carries her bag with her cooking stuff and her pans and...
Any other noticeable equipment?
Her staff, of course. It's a very high staff, much taller than her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's about all I got.
All right. Mike, if you would like to place your character onto the battle map and describe to us what...
Well, he's a giant minotaur with a jacket.
No, you lost that.
Wait, that's sorry. No, they're in the underbrush. There is an elf that looks similar to those standing out arrayed before us. He too is wearing remnants of golden armor, although this has had darkening put on it, mud, camouflage. he has a just fantastic, rich cloak that their leaders wear, their military captains wear. But this too has seen much better days, and it too has been run through the mud and the blood and the leaves of the forest. So he is preparing, drawing back on his bow, ready to attack these elves.
Steve, how about yourself?
So sort of emerging from some soft dirt is a human-shaped figure that is very inhuman, moving in very unnatural ways. Featureless face, very pale skin. When you look at the body of this bipedal individual crawling out of the dirt on all fours slowly, looks to be the shape of a human with the musculature and everything like that. But when you look closer, you'll see that the human, quote unquote, is covered in vines that give the appearance of musculature. And the flesh is very much akin to a mushroom. There are a pair of white glowing eyes, no mouth, no ears, no nose, just eyes. And every now and then you'll see a little mushroom spore sort of trail from his body and fall into the dirt below. And this individual rises from the ground very quietly among the trees near its allies, ready to make the charge at any moment.
So what I'm hearing is that you have eyes without a face.
Could say that, yeah. If you could put me over between your two characters.
And Stephanie.
Okay.
Coco Gadget Arms.
Okay, in the underbrush across from where the others are hiding is a human. And if she were not crouched down into a small space she can make herself, she would be very tall, very muscular, Amazon. Dark skin, dark hair with streaks of this bright, brilliant blue. And her clothing is the same color. So are the gems on her sword and that adorn her sparse armor. And so are her eyes. She cuts a very striking figure. She also wears not armor, but like a broad collar of gold, gauntlets, and shoulder pads. Just like, you wonder if it's actually jewelry or adornment than armor, but you can see it. It has scuffs, has cuts in it, it has seen better days, but it has definitely been used to bash someone's head in. She also has several scars across her body, but most of them are old. She is somewhere between her late 30s or her early 40s, but she looks like she can still stomp a head in.
Human.
Human, yes.
Mm-hmm. Suna.
Yes.
You've been following this patrol for a couple of days now and have purposefully let them get away from the front lines into the heart of the forest. This is about as secluded as you're going to get them. As far as you can see, all of your people are in position and ready to strike. So whenever you're ready, you guys will get a surprise round to attack the sovereignty troops, which means you just get a full round by yourselves without them acting. So I'll let you decide who goes in what order, and then we'll talk about initiative. And by talk about initiative, I mean I'll just tell you what it is because we've already rolled it, and I don't want to have to roll it again on Mike.
You know what? Since nobody's jumping forward, I'm positioned closest. I am going to take a quick step out of the forest and take an aim at the big crystalline flame spewer.
So just to clarify, the large figures on the board are the flame soldiers. Mm-hmm. That one at the very front with the lance, as is appropriate, is the leader. And the rest look to just be sovereignty light infantry.
So we begin seeing Todoki Hiromi pull this massive bow off his back, and as he stretches back on it, you start hearing a howling for 17 versus AC.
Against the flame trooper?
Yes.
So does not hit. That arrow, basically as it turns and you fire, it unleashes a gout of this flame, which pushes it back just a little bit, and your arrow hits that tank and just ricochets off.
Excellent.
Does your mark still go off?
It doesn't say on hit or miss, so I'm assuming on hit.
If it doesn't say, then...
Okay, so this target, and I am, for game purposes, targeted 1. It's marked for death, so until the end of the battle, all attacks against the target gain a damage bonus equal to 2 times the escalation die. Only one can be marked at a time. I also received 1 command point because I missed with a screaming bow attack.
Right. So Todoki steps out, unleashes a shot, which is probably the signifier for most of your ambushes to continue. And this thing just happens to be slightly away from where he needs it to. What does your mark of death look like?
So it actually nearly like... it didn't always appear this way, but since I've been crossing into the Fae, it looks nearly like a fairy fire. Except instead of a purplish Fae tinge, it's a goldish purplish tinge. So gold and purple light starts to course around this person.
Okay. All right. So that was Todoki. Who would like to go next in the surprise round?
Whisper, the mushroom man, will go next.
All right. Are you going to put your mushroom stamp of approval on this?
So no sense of preservation in this one. Whisper is going to rush that one that has been marked. All those enemies would be considered nearby now, right?
Correct.
So this isn't an action, but once per day until the end of the battle, each nearby enemy can't heal or pass saves until they first spend a standard action and pass a hard 16 plus save first. Has a cloud of spores just burst out of this twigzog, this mushroom person, and blanket the entire area. And he just rushes that heavy trooper and just lashes out with these massive tree trunk-like arms. And let's see, this is against AC. That is a 20.
That will hit.
And that is going to be 25 damage. And I'm going to gain 2 fungal blooms, which I am going to, has a quick action, spend right away to grant myself, let's see, using the defensive bloom action, I'm going to grant myself +4 to my PD temporarily.
All right. So what do your fungal blooms look like when you gain and spend them?
So there's just these constantly little budding, they look like bubbles forming on his flesh, particularly around the shoulders. Mm-hmm. When he spends them to defend himself, they spread over his body, looking like a hardened carapace.
Nice. As this fairy fire starts spreading around, Whisper just comes up out of the ground and with one massive fist just cracks this soldier across the face, and it torsions him enough that like you hear the screech of stressed metal and like crystalline bits pop out of it like broken glass. Some of that liquid just like starts this high pressure spray out the top, and there's a fine mist of it. Whisper, if you stay near this stuff, it is going to start burning you. Whatever it is, like as it gathers in pools and comes into contact with air, it will start causing fire damage.
So I'll go ahead and I guess I can't finish my move next to a different one.
Nah.
Okay.
So there's 2 of you left.
I can go.
Good.
Okay. Let's see. All those guys up until that second rank are nearby, right?
Everybody's nearby.
Okay, cool. With a gesture and a whispered word, suddenly a glowing blue rune appears above number 3's head, and then swithers down to his back and just sits there. Mm-hmm. I'm casting Mark with Sigil, and the sigil will be the Vengeance Sigil. I wish you guys know what that does when it goes off. And then...
The suspense is killing him.
It might.
It's not the only thing.
And let's see. Did I say 18? That in that second row?
Yes.
Okay.
17 and 18 are back here.
And then I'm going to target number 18 there with my freezing leash. And let's see here. Got to roll for that. Oh. That's an 11 versus PD.
That does not hit.
I did not think so. Damn it, that would have been cool.
Story of my life.
Story of all of our lives.
Mechanically, I'm cool. In practice, not so much.
So a light blue, cold leash lashes out, misses, comes back. And that's all I got for right now.
Yeah, so that happens. Most of the soldiers turn towards that flame trooper up front. Mm-hmm. Then you start unleashing this like crackling, misty magic. A couple of them turn and look back towards you. And now Suna.
So are they walking this way?
They are walking that way.
That way.
Which is to say away from Suna.
Okay. There's more forest in the way that they're going? Or they're walking out of? Okay. But not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. And is number 2 considered far away?
The trooper or the
big number 2?
The flame soldier?
Yes.
He is nearby.
One nearby or far away. Okay, so I can still use this. So, well, first off, I want to plant my staff.
Okay. So what does your staff do when planted? It's been a while since we've seen this effect.
Depends on which one I choose. The one I'm choosing, since we all seem to be missing, is until the end of the battle, when you miss all targets with an attack, you and each nearby ally can heal hit points equal to my level. So, we have some heal if you miss, and so at the moment, that's going to look like whenever one of them misses, you'll see some green sparks coming out of my staff, and it will go towards whoever is.
So you're saying your staff is taunting us, good job, you missed.
Yes, basically. Yes. Okay, so there's that. Mm-hmm. And then I was going to try using Spark
at
number 2, because my goal is to try to spark that little pack that of his to catch him on fire.
All right.
That is my goal.
Sure. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Let's see if you can get past the hitting part.
The hitting part? Probably not. So let's see if I remember how to do this. You add wisdom, which includes my level, so I don't add that again. So 14 versus PD.
Against number 2,
Yes.
unfortunately does not hit.
Yeah, didn't think so. I could heal if I was needing to.
So
Oh,
go ahead.
one more, because I got a quick action thingy. The soothing forest on everybody. Because there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So on everybody, y'all gain 10 hit points.
Temporary.
Temporary. 10
Right.
temporary hit points.
10 temporary hit points.
Sorry. Yes. Go ahead. I'm done.
All right. So this is the first time you guys have seen these suits. Like, the sovereignty soldiers have sent in troopers to burn down forests before, but they tend to be armed with fire bombs or alchemical substances that just corrode the forest. You've seen very similar contraptions mounted on like siege engines. And over the past few months, you've been basically able to stymie those because they require very specific terrain to travel in. So one of the reasons you've let this force go for so long into the forest is you don't know what they're capable of. It seems like they do a pretty good job of protecting their users from both physical and energy attacks. So now we'll enter initiative. And perhaps the most unfair of unfair things, Suna got to go, and then now it's her turn again. Well.
Wreck 'em.
Didn't realize I was going first.
I know, usually you have the buffer of Iacus and
I
Ardith.
know.
Yeah.
So I don't usually ever go first.
Oh, boo-hoo.
So what did it look like when my spark missed him? Did it like miss him, or
No.
did it kind of bounce off? Or
So-
like what did it look like?
Very similar in the way to Todoki's arrow, just hitting that crystalline container and bouncing off. Your little bolt of electricity just hit it and reflected off of it just the same as a ray of light would.
Interesting. Okay. Where are his hands?
At the ends of his arms.
What is he doing with his hands right now?
So
Just walking off to the side?
as they were walking, they kind of have to walk in this very stiff manner. But the minute y'all started attacking, he turns around and kind of defensively goes hands up directly out in front of him. There's like 20 guys in between you and him.
Oh, yeah.
But
Is there a difference between nearby range and close range?
close attacks don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
But otherwise, they're the same.
So I'm going to do my ice shards on 1d3 nearby enemies. I'm going to... can I see how many I'll hit before I choose which group? Or do I have to choose a group first?
So we're trying something a little different.
Okay.
So don't worry about groups. Just tell me how many enemies you target.
Okay.
So pick 3 guys.
Okay. So I'm going to go with the 3 between the big 1 and 2.
Okay, so 2, 3, and
3
4.
and 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you missed. You can heal.
Yes,
If
hit
you
me
were-
first.
If you were a monk, you could have re-rolled that.
Yes, so 11 versus PD.
11 versus PD does not hit.
Yeah.
So these shards of ice come out of the sky, and the troops kind of take cover. They're still pelted a little bit, but when they stand up, they're covered in snow and crushed bits of ice. At this point, most of them pull weapons.
Surprise is gone, guys.
In fact, since you pulled a bow,
I didn't pull a bow.
no. Since
Todoki.
Todoki pulled a bow, 2 and 3 are going to pull bows on you, which is a pretty standard, like massed archery fire is a pretty standard tactic. So first shot is a 19 versus AC
That's a miss.
and less. So
Against his AC of 20. Damn. Nice. My PD is temporarily 20, but...
My AC's 21.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm also
never
very
gonna-
familiar with their tactics, so
Yes.
I expected it.
So basically, as soon as you missed, you marked your guy, and then immediately ducked down because you knew what was coming. So it is your turn.
So they should know that if they fire at me, I'm firing back. But I'm not easily distracted. I'm going to stay focused on the target that Whisper gave a fungal tap to. And that will be a 22 versus AC.
That is a success.
wow, one of us actually hit.
I hit.
He hit on the
Oh,
first
that's
round.
right, you did.
And there's still no escalation die, so there's no bonuses to this. But he'll take 10 damage. And since I hit on a screaming bow attack, oh yes, I get 4 more command points. So that takes me up to 5 command points. And so this time, having not encountered these shock fire troopers before, the armored fire troopers, I did not account for that armor. On the second go around, though, Todoki really leans into his pull, and you hear it just let out a massive shriek, and he hits that giant armored target that is still wreathed in the fairy fire.
Anything else you'd like to do with your...
Currently, no.
So you're going to just punch a hole through this guy. And as you do so, you hear an elven war cry as the man up front with the lance just ungainly levels it towards you and charges at you.
I'm going to intercept.
You are engaged.
Oh, that's right. Can't intercept while engaged.
Yeah, when he said punch a hole through him, I thought he was dead. So that's a fair...
You're pretty sure that regardless of if he technically survives this combat or not, like where he's been shot and the arrow you put through him, he's probably not going to survive.
Yeah.
Like it's probably that suit that's keeping him up at the moment. So against you, this is versus your PD.
Okay.
Oof. Does a 12 hit your PD?
It does not.
So he is taking this typically mounted weapon and tries to jab at you, and you just like very easily step to the side, and he struggles to pull it back and try to get a second stab. let's see. The second rank is going to start taking bows and shooting at Whisper. So let's see. Shot the first. Does a 19 hit your AC?
Yes.
3 damage.
Okay.
I take it an 11 does not.
Nope.
A 12 does not.
Nope.
That was a critical. So 6 damage. So you're up to 9 total. And significantly less. So they, in a very practiced motion, all pull their bows in a line, aim exactly the same way, and most of the arrows just bounce off of your carapace. 1 or 2 get through, but
Doesn't even flinch.
yeah, as you have no discernible anatomy, it's probably not anything significant at all.
Yeah. I mean, what are those arrowheads made out of anyway?
They are made out of metal,
Okay.
but it looks like some kind of like cast metal.
And the shafts?
Wood.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to absorb those back in anyway.
Oh, thanks.
Secrete the metal.
So in a burst of fire and fury, the one with your sigil is going to just come charging through the underbrush at you, GIovanna.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
He's
fine.
humming.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So this is 2 attacks. Mm-hmm. Oof. Good lord. Does a 10 and an 11 hit you?
Nope. That hits nothing I've got.
You're rolling like me.
Oh, well,
This is your story.
yeah, we're all following suit. Also, if it's your story, please send me an outline of what happens next. I really need to know. Yeah, so this thing comes swinging in, and you're able to duck in behind trees and undergrowth. It does, however, start some fire.
Fire.
Fun.
Fire bad.
So if you end your turn in those areas, we'll start talking about what that does.
Fire damage.
Yeah, coincidentally, fire damage. Let's see. We've got another rank of them. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. You know what? The masked fire thing worked out well so far. So against GIovanna as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks.
That bugs me.
That's a critical.
It's 1 out of order.
You're welcome.
This is your story, after all.
That's only going to do like 6 damage, I think so. These are mooks.
Does a 20 hit you?
Nope. She's 21.
Is it AC?
Against AC, correct.
Yeah. Nope.
And less. So 6 damage. What do your defenses look like, by the way, as these guys are just raining arrows down around you?
Hang on, I'm mouthing.
This is a role-playing game. It doesn't have anything to do with math.
Took it from your temporary, right?
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
Oh, that's right.
Both
Dumb.
temporary hit points, guys.
So we still have our full
Yeah.
HP.
Thanks, Suna.
Turns out Suna is, quote-unquote, the healer.
So
Well, I mean, she's healing herself a lot.
can I change the effect of the staff that I
Nope.
chose? Nope.
Once you plant it, it is that effect for the battle.
Okay.
Okay, defenses. So Gio's just gonna. She's gonna swing her sword, slice a couple of those arrows in half, and just whip her other arm with the gauntlet, and just smack them away.
It's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
No, she is separate and legally distinct.
I mean,
That is Liberty Lady. Thank you very much.
No, the tick called.
Oh, shit.
I mean, still an Amazon.
So
The feisty female call.
The feisty buff female.
no, that's Dakota Ring Theater. Anyway,
Muscle mommy.
I like it. That stands.
for some reason our SEO just went through the roof.
That actually tracks.
I mean, that's 2 campaigns in a row now.
So speaking of muscle mommy, it is your turn.
Okay, cool. I'm going to scale number 3.
All right.
And then use Keen Blade on him and just go to town. And
So he has one of your sigils on him.
Yes.
Are you choosing to get your reroll or your second dice?
I'm going to roll and see what this is, and we'll go from there.
Well, you have to declare up front.
Okay.
So you can either.
No, I'm going to do 1 because I want that sweet, sweet extra damage.
All right.
7 plus. Does 16 hit him?
16
Yes.
does not.
Try again. One nearby ally that made an attack roll on your turn, you can re-roll the attack, but you must use the new result. I'm going to spend 2 command points for that.
Cool. Guess what?
It's a
I
1.
rolled the exact same number.
Do it better! You can't tell me what to do!
Anything happen on a miss?
Nope. I got nothing.
So, are you? You said you climb up that guy and
Fired
start.
up the guy and just started smacking him.
Okay. So, as you're in that area, you're going to take 1 ongoing fire damage. Save ends. As this liquid gets on you, and some of it starts just letting out these little on your skin.
I'm actually going to rally now. I can spend an additional command point, and she can, or not that one, save now. I can spend a command point, and she can roll the save right now for the save ends effect.
Is that an interrupt action?
It is.
So you get 1 interrupt action per turn.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
I will not do that thing.
Yeah.
How dare we learn new characters on the fly 4 different times?
Oh, just wait. I like the enthusiasm that you guys are going to get back to your normal characters. Yeah, so that one lone troop who's out of order on purpose is going to move up. Some might say foolishly. And start assisting.
Oh, that's not the one I saw.
Start assisting his flame-throwing friend
So now there's 2.
by trying to pull Whisper off of the big guy.
Good job. What's this against?
This is going to be versus your AC.
Okay.
That is an 11 versus AC.
Not even close.
Oh,
Quick question. Is it one interrupt in between my turns or
Correct.
on each of their turns? Because it says during their turn. So I just wanted to
you
make
get
sure.
you get 1 interrupt action until your next turn.
Okay, perfect.
It's a reaction, pretty much.
Yes. Since nobody has wanted to spend any time with him, that big guy over there.
Number 2, I tried.
Yeah, but you didn't. These are getting like close range hugs and stuff. You didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
He's
you're,
getting-
you're just neglecting.
He's
him.
getting lonely too. 2 is nearly as bad as 1.
Just for that. I've made my decision. So that there's this noise from its tank, and those of you who can see it, you see the contents of its tank like drastically go down.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It loses about a fifth of that charge. These panels pop up on its shoulders, and little flaming projectiles shoot first like way up into the air and then start coming down and raining down on all 4 of you.
I'm still undercover.
Yes, I will give you a bonus.
It's going to include number 3. Big boy.
It is not.
Oh, it's not?
But you climbed on him.
Strangely, believe it or not,
These are fire resistant armor.
they are resistant to fire damage.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So, versus Suna, that is a 15 versus your PD.
Nope.
versus Todoki. That is a 26 versus your PD.
Just barely makes it.
Okay.
By 9.
Versus Whisper.
Oh.
That is a 24 versus your PD.
Ah, damn it.
And versus Giovanna. That is a 9 versus your PD.
That's a no.
So those of you that were hit, you're going to take 8 fire damage
Ooh.
Okay.
and 1 ongoing fire damage, save ends.
So, yeah.
I'm still in my temp.
Okay. I don't think
I'm 1 out of my
whispers. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think whispers. Well, if you miss your next attack, you can.
Yeah.
Heal.
Kill it. Yeah.
I also have 108 hit points. I'm okay.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Holy crap!
he's our tank.
16, 17,
Okay.
and 18 are going to fire at Giovanna and then pull swords. So 3 attacks. That's terrible.
I see a 5. That's all.
It's
I
a 6, a 6, and a 1.
That's a no.
So yeah, 13, 13, and 8 versus AC.
No.
Well, that didn't work out for anybody.
It didn't.
Whisper,
Scrap this and start over.
you are now slightly on fire,
Yeah.
as this thing seems to be trying to, almost like an insect, like burrow into your skin. So you'll take 1 point of fire damage, and then at the end of your turn, you can make an 11 plus save to get out of it.
Okay. For now, Whisper's just going to focus on beating the living shit out of this guy because he's probably going to die soon. The guy, not Whisper.
The big number 1.
Yeah, the big trooper. He's not concerned by this little guy trying to pull me off.
Yeah, this guy is like grabbing onto your leg and ineffectively
21 versus AC.
versus the big guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to take another 25 damage, and I am going to gain 2 more fungal blooms.
Okay. So that is number 1.
Are we still on the first round?
We're still on
Yeah.
the first round. So 2 things happen. First, how do you kill this guy?
I just take both of my big tree trunk limbs and I just bring them together around his head, like thunderclap on his head, and just completely crush it.
All right. So when you crush this thing's head, it whatever crack was in that tank just jets out some more of the stuff. Your ongoing damage is doubled.
Okay, and I am
And
then going to make the save.
yes.
I do not make the save.
So now you have 2 ongoing damage.
Burns.
Speaking of 2, it's now round 2. Does someone have a... Can I steal a die for the escalation die? The escalation die is now 1. For those of you who care.
For everybody who attacks one of my marked enemies, you will now get twice the escalation die as bonus damage.
You'll have to mark a new one because
Yeah, I
that
was
one
gonna
just
say.
died.
I know.
So there's none marked for me.
Suna, it is your turn.
Yes. So I am going to 1d3 nearby enemies. Let's see how many enemies. So 1. I'm gonna try for
Well, what spell are you using?
entangle.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it on the big number 2 over there.
All right.
Because I want to stop him in his tracks. And you're fired. Oh, you're about to be fired too. $15 versus PD. Oh, plus escalation die. 16 versus PD.
That is not a hit.
You heal.
Yeah, I haven't even used my temporary points. So, do I have any other quick action? No. My only quick action is that.
Since it's been a while, you know, we've been playing these temporary characters, and even particularly complicated characters like Iacus and Galdrian have, 2-3 pages. Ray has an entire 3-ring binder full of spells.
Yeah, but I can only use the forest ones right now. Unless you count that opening as a plane.
Nah.
Nah, I didn't think so.
There's no such thing as mixed geographic features.
Minecraft taught me different.
Minecraft, not a sponsor, but...
Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna move. If you'll move me up, like... Yeah, that works.
So just to the edge of the underbrush?
Yeah.
All right. So let's
One of
see.
these days, I'm gonna get that big number 2.
Lots of fiber. That's the.
So, you know what?
Oh, wait, it has a miss. Aha!
Ah.
Damage equal to my level. So 4 damage to it. And is the target's hit points 80 or fewer?
Yes.
Then it is stuck in place, but it has an easy save.
Okay.
6+.
I'm not stuck in here with me.
Oh, man, I'm stuck in here with Suna.
So number 2 cannot move.
So you whisper
Too much fiber.
breaks that one guy's head.
Yeah, I broke that one guy's head, so they're all going to come rushing at me.
Yeah, so 2 of them are going to charge you with spears.
Bring it, bitches.
Well, that's an 18 versus AC and a 17 versus
Yep,
AC.
those both hit.
Okay. You're going to take 6 whole damage. As
Still over 100.
yeah, so
Right at 100.
one guy is like trying to grab your leg and trying to pull you off of his friend in the armor. 2 guys see that that's not working, come up and just jam spears right into you.
Whisper looks down at where the spears are sticking into them and looks back at them just like quizzically, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Todoki.
Now, quick question. Whenever we saw the missiles of fiery doom fire, did it look like they pressed a button on the armor or something? Did he do something on that? Okay. Okay.
And remember, none of these guys can pass a save right now. So if you have anything that can trigger
Oh,
saves,
so number 2 stuck in place then.
yeah, he cannot make that save.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Well, for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and launch another screaming bow attack. Since I have a non-mobile target,
Well,
go ahead.
so there's a guy who has charged you with a lance.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take a shot, he's going to get a free attack.
Okay. I'm still taking the shot at number 2.
Oof, that is a 13 versus AC.
Leave me alone. Yeah. Will an 18 hit his AC?
I'm sorry, which?
Number 2.
The big number 2.
Big number 2.
The one with fiber.
Is that including your bonus from the escalation die?
Oh.
Will a 20 hit?
A 20 will hit.
Okay. All right. So that's 10, 12 damage this time. And he is getting the flaming mark.
All right. So,
And yeah. For the other part of that, I'd like to try and make a move action over to the dropped body of the big number 1. So I'm going to try and disengage.
so 11 or better.
I get +2 bonus to saves, so
Yeah.
that would be 9 or better. I got a 3, so I will stay right here.
Yeah, so if nothing else, this guy is swinging the lance in a big arc that's kind of keeping you on your toes. Let's see if his normal attack does a 14 hit your AC.
Just underneath it, just missed.
He's not particularly good off a horse. I gotta say.
Who would imagine that a lancer would do bad in a forest?
So now that Suna is visible, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are going to turn and fire at you.
Okay.
So 5, that's a crit.
Oh, yeah.
Does an 11 hit your AC?
No.
Less. Does a 21 hit your AC?
Yes.
And does a 24.
Yes.
So 12 points of damage.
Yeah, 21 hits, but a 24 doesn't.
You overshot.
Listen, I've played that system where it's like here's the range for a miss, here's the range for a hit, here's the range for a critical, and here's how you can fuck up a critical and turn that critical into a hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did hit with the screaming bow, so I need to roll command points, and that's 3 more.
Okay. So, speaking of pretty cool rolls, this guy that GIovanna is on top of, he is likewise going to start shooting out those little heat-seeking missiles. So, the first against...
I forgot to roll save end.
Oh, yes.
It does not.
Okay. First one against Suna is a 25 versus PD.
Yep.
Against Todoki is a 19 or an 18 versus PD.
Yes.
Against Whisper is a 15 versus PD.
No.
And against GIovanna is a 21 versus PD.
Yeah, that one hits.
So all of you take 8 fire damage.
Except for me.
8.
8. And then your ongoing fire damage, if you have it, increases by 1.
If we do not have it, does that mean we now will start getting it?
Correct. And I'm going to say it's got the strength for it, and GIovanna is on top of it. Get. If you would like a free strike on it, it's just going to carry both of you into the mass of troops.
Sure.
Free strike. Yeah.
Yeah. And, just my melee attack?
Yes,
Okay. 19 versus PD.
that is a hit.
Okay. D8. Okay, 6 damage plus 12 fire damage.
Which it might be immune to.
It is not immune to it, but she did not roll high enough, so 12. That's number 3. And it's going to carry both of you into this group of troops.
Would she be considered engaged with those?
Yeah.
Would you like to make... so all it takes is a nearby ally who made a melee attack. Would you like to make another melee attack against a different enemy that's engaged with and do bonus damage?
Sure.
Okay.
Since we haven't hit many of these guys.
All right. Then I'm going to command you, that one too!
That's going to be a no.
Well, what'd you get?
I rolled a 1,
Okay.
which for a total of 10.
Yeah, that's going to be a no. I just wanted to hear you say it. So...
But you heal.
then
Heal what?
Oh, yeah, you missed. So you
Oh.
can heal 4.
Math.
So, GIovanna, you are now going to get 5 attacks from
Oh.
these troops who are ganging up on you.
Because the troops have done so well so far.
So it's 2. Does a 19 hit your AC?
No.
3. No. And a crit. So you're going to take 9 points of damage as basically the big guy is holding you with one fist and everyone else is taking turns just pummeling you.
Sure, do that, guys. I got plans for you.
It's your turn.
Okay, cool. I am going to get Dancing Weapon up as a quick action. So until the end of the battle, the first time each round, that nearby enemy makes a natural odd d20 roll, that enemy takes 2d8 fire. Heat, lightning, or cold damage.
Nice.
So like a brilliant blue little light is just kind of floating around waiting for somebody to just fuck up. And let's see.
Good thing they don't use that against us.
And I'm just going to do White Flame Blade, which targets every enemy I am engaged with. My god.
Your die is fired.
Yeah, that's dice fired.
No.
I rolled another 1.
Oh no. Have anything on a miss?
Nope.
You get to heal. 4.
That's the only thing I get to do on a miss.
Here's Suna playing MVP right now.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yeah, I have no miss things on here.
All right. So we'll say that Giovanna starts to do her big sweeping fire attack, and more than one troop just like grabs your arm and keeps you from finishing it.
Nope. Get off.
That one that's still attacking Whisper.
Oh, wait, I need to save for
oh, yes.
fire. 17?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that you took the fire damage at the start of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it missed, and you saved, so it doesn't matter. All right. That one that is pulling at Whisper's leg is going to just like get his knife and just try to jam it into your knee, because disabling the knee is a good trick. Oh, 6 damage. Because that's a crit. He gives a ha, and jams it in there and twists, and has that moment when he pulls his knife out where he can see straight through your leg, and there's no kneecap or musculature.
Vines just start filling it in.
He's very confused. Number 2, the flame trooper is stuck.
He's got to be running low on that fuel.
He's still got a couple more uses, but he can't use it in in consecutive rounds. So, what's your condition? He has to spend a standard action?
He has to spend a standard action and pass a 16 plus save.
Oof. No. So he struggles against both the spores and the vines holding him in place.
Number 2.
Flame Trooper 2, yes.
Does he count as nearby?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you roll? What'd you roll on the die?
A 3.
Okay.
But it wasn't an attack roll.
It doesn't matter.
Don't think it. It just says natural odd d20 roll.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that little floating mote of light becomes a blade and just goes right into this guy.
Okay.
Or let's give him cold damage.
Okay.
2d8.
And add 2 to that because he's marked.
9 on my end.
So 11
Yeah.
total.
Yes, this shimmery cold light just cuts through him, and you see a piece of his armor slough off as you sever it.
And then it just turns back into a little blue light that's just kind of hanging out.
These guys are close enough to charge Suna.
Suna's getting charged.
So, let's see.
Is it Discover or Amex?
Does a
Visa.
23 and an 18 hit your AC?
AC, yes.
6 points of damage. Whisper. This elf is clearly trying to communicate something to you. via repeatedly plunging a knife into your leg.
I'm going to plunge a fist through his face,
Oh, he's greeting me. Let me greet him back.
as is the custom of my people. That's going to be a 24 or 23, no, 24 versus AC because of the escalation die.
Oh, yeah. No, that hit.
25 damage.
That is number
Crunch.
15.
And then I am going to spend 4. Oh, I need to take my 2 ongoing. I'm going to spend all 4 of my blooms to activate defensive bloom as a quick action and bump my AC up by 8.
7 years ago.
And then I am going to go ahead and roll that save ends.
Every time I make a bad
Make it.
joke,
Okay.
Gary's over here marking it down.
Yeah, I'm just slowly building up damage over time on your character. Yeah, so it is now round 2, or round 3, excuse me. The escalation die is a 2. And Suna, it is your turn. Usually these guys don't get that close to you, but you've got a bunch of them in your face.
You don't have an Iacus there to keep them off of you this time.
So if you're going to use spells, you'll need to use close spells.
Okay. How hurt is everybody?
Taking a little damage.
I'm down like 14.
I'm down 9,
I'm down
Or-
12.
7.
I'm down 14, but I'm
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
think
Already-
we're all currently okay.
Yeah.
also like,
It's less than 10% of his.
yeah. Oh no, that is just over 10% of my health.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay, so I'm going to do I'm gonna do ice shards and a 3 right there in front of me.
Is it a
Oh,
close
possibly 3.
spell? Is it a close spell?
Oh, now it's arranged.
You could roll to see if you can move from them.
Yeah, you can try and disengage.
Oh, I have a thing if I disengage.
Oh yeah, you got that.
The wind thing.
Oh,
that's a
no,
daily.
that's a.
Daily.
It's a different. No,
That's
it's a
a
different.
mountain.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
different terrain.
Back whenever Suna was useful, yes.
Yeah. Not very useful in my own forest.
You're healing the hell out of us because we
Yes,
suck. You're doing great.
She is an excellent leader because she's turning your ineffectiveness into
A
productivity.
boom. Yes, yes.
I was trying to look for something other than fire damage.
Well, if I recall,
Everything I have is fire.
your acorns can be either fire or necrotic.
Oh no, I did not remember that. I did not write that down.
He is accurate, though.
Shame on you, Ray, from 2 years ago.
I know. I mean, come on. Okay, so then I will do Rain of Acorns, the necrotic version, on those 3 around me.
Okay.
How about them apples?
I think those are nuts.
No, I mean, oh, hold on. I gotta see how many of the 3. 3.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, what's your total?
11. No, plus so 13.
Versus?
PD.
That's a hit.
Really?
They're mooks.
Holy shit. 2d4.
These guys are basically scouts. They're used to...
They've been conscripted, like they're...
12 damage.
Okay. So, are you shooting to kill? Or
Yeah. I have to ask.
I figured, but just to be fair.
Reestablish the Suna baseline. Yes.
Yes.
If I can kill them.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Galdrian would be killing these guys too.
Yeah.
All right. So Suna, you what is your necrotic acorns of death look like these days?
I mean, it's a bunch of wilted dead acorns hitting them in the face, the eyes, gouging the eyes out, the pointy end of it.
Wow, man. That got dark. Especially for them, because they can't see shit.
She doesn't have the restraining influence of Iacus and Galdrian and Ardith to hold her back now.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
But I also did not get to heal.
So.
Oh, wait! Quick action.
Oh God, she's pulling out the book again.
Bark skin. Who has the lowest AC?
Well, he's
Normally
currently at
I do, but
24.
I'm normally at a 24.
I think
So that
it's,
would be you.
So no, but if
So
it's
me?
something that lasts for more than a turn, it would still be useful on me.
Okay, so it does. It lasts till the end of battle. So, are you considered wearing either no armor or light armor?
I have no
he
armor.
has no armor.
Okay, good. Oh, it's me and you. Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
So until the end of the battle, you and I both gain +3 bonus to our AC, except against attacks that deal fire.
Well, that's the thing. Their fire attacks are targeting PD.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
So yeah, that's useful.
Okay. So we both get +3 to our AC
So
till the end of battle.
Well, he'll need it because
He's made some friends.
yeah, he's made some friends who want to hug him with their spears.
They got a point
That's
to make.
2 criticals, so 12 points of damage. They're actually like, that one guy stabbed you and then you just smushed him. These two are doing a pretty good job of ducking your blows and then just repeatedly.
Oh, I haven't even taken a swing at them yet.
Yeah, just. I imagine it's like that big backswing. They duck and they're just like, ha, shank, 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 shank,
They
shank.
think they're dodging a backswing. That's just how I move.
Todoki.
Well, I see my fun guy friend is in trouble, but I'm going to stay focused on number 2.
So one
Provoking the
one
attack.
free attack.
Yeah.
Hey, I think he hit. As 24 versus AC.
It does hit, yes.
So he waits for you to line up your shot and then just smashes you with that the haft of the lance
Uh-huh.
for 13 damage.
Oh, I felt that one.
What was the die for that?
It was an 18.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, it was a 19.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It takes
yeah.
Damage.
And a shining blade of light goes straight through him
Okay.
for 7 cold damage.
That's actually cocked.
Yeah.
It is.
Will a 20 hit the AC of number 2?
It will.
All right. So now it is taking 14 points of damage as the screaming blow, and that means that I get 1 command point.
So
Oh, damn.
you angle your shot in such a way that it doesn't pierce the tank on the back of that guy. And he slumps over, and the vines that Suna has conjured up just wrap around him and then start pulling him slowly into the ground.
All right, so I'm going to do save ends again. Or actually, first I'm going to try and disengage from Lancer. That's +2, so that's 14 to disengage.
Yep.
And so I'm going to move to where I can best support Whisper. And then I'm going to do a save ends against the fire, and I get +2 to this. That's a 20
Yep.
on the save, so I no longer have the ongoing fire.
So that guy with the lance.
Number 1. Does nothing.
He's going to run that way.
Coward.
Oh no, it just gives me a moving target.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to try to run and get more people.
Let's see. 5, 6, 7,
Oh, come on, you cowards. Come for me.
and 8.
This could be interesting.
So 4 attacks on Suna.
Okay.
So that's a 18
Versus?
AC.
No.
Less. And that is a crit. So 6 points of damage.
No.
Well, I'll just hand you the rules and you can run the game.
Are you through your temporary yet?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that was 2 odd attack rolls.
It only happens once around.
Oh, once per round. Okay.
I wanted that big guy gone.
Speaking of the big guy, he is going to try and just pick you up and slam you into the ground twice.
Okay.
So an 18 versus AC
No.
and a crit. So that is 12 fire damage. As it just like lifts you up and ignites the jets and then just starts slamming you into the ground repeatedly.
How's your hit points doing?
I'm on 44.
Okay.
Down 20.
So the guys that are around you are going to take this opportunity to continue to beat the hell out of you. So
You all are getting a sense of urgency from Whisper about GIovanna.
so the lowest on that is a 22. Does that?
That, yeah.
All right. So that is 12 damage.
I got her.
Yeah. She gets slammed into the ground and these guys are just raining kicks down on her. But it is her turn.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. We're going to
You
do...
use the bad die so you purposely miss and you can get healed.
I'm going to do White Flame Blade again. Wait, 9. 18 versus PD.
Plus the escalation die 20.
That was the escalation die.
Versus PD. Mm-hmm. That hits all of them, including the heavy flame
Good,
trooper.
because they're all getting hit.
Well, good.
Okay, so that's 6 damage to start with.
Okay, so let's see. That's 12, 13, 14, 10.
Oh, you're our crowd control person. Okay.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
And then... Where'd you go? 5 fire damage.
So what's the total for the big guy?
Yeah, 11. With all of it.
It looks like the majority of that was absorbed by his armor, but the 5 other guys who were just slamming their feet down on you, how do they die?
Geo takes a moment to like get out her sword and just slams it in the ground, and just a wave of fire flows out. A bright white fire.
Nice.
And suddenly, there's just the big guy and that one dude.
Yeah, that guy who's gonna stay away from you and pull a bow and shoot you instead. It's a crit, so 6 damage. Whisper.
Let's see.
There's this burst of flame. A bunch of guys disappear in a puff of smoke. And now there's a bunch of guys that are swarming Suna.
I'm going to try to disengage from these 2 that are here.
So you need a 12 or better.
15.
Yep.
So I'm going to pop free and let's see. I'm going to get up I'm going to just slither out from between these two and pop up on the other side of Suna. Right there on the other side, so that I'm take those two by surprise.
So is that the thing where you just like literally, like fall apart into the ground and then just reapparate over there?
Yeah, I like to flavor it like that. And I can't attack both of them at once, but I'm going to try. I'm going to just try bashing their heads together.
Okay.
But effectively, it'll only target one because I can only target one at a time. And will a 13 plus 13, 26 hit their AC?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I like that flavor, so I'm going to tell you that one too and attack another one you're engaged with 8 bonus damage.
You guys dead.
And that's an even higher roll against the other one. So Whisper just grabs both of them by the head and brings them forward into each other's heads with so much force that his hands come together. There's that little left as just brain matter and shards of their helmet just mist between his hands.
Yeah, that one too. Way to go.
So it's now round 4. The escalation die is a 3. Suna.
So if I do a action that does not include the two in front of me, does that mean they get a chance to attack me?
If it is a ranged action, yes.
Try and disengage.
If it is a close action, they will not get a...
It does not say if it is a close or...
What is it?
My armor of healing waters. I was going to do...
That will not provoke.
Okay. So, my armor of healing waters. I can call upon all nearby allies to spend a recovery and roll the recovery dice. I take a total and I can split it amongst how I feel.
I don't have recovery dice, so sadly I
do.
can't use it.
Well, that sucks.
All right. And
But I also don't need healing.
Can you remember that real quick? Can I use it real quick, the escalation die?
Yes.
Because I need 4.
I gotta find one last D6. I forgot I needed D6. Sorry. Ooh, 12, 14, 17, 21 here.
10 over here.
And you get to basically reallocate those, right? Because, let's see.
I think Giovanna needs it all.
It's 47.
Oh, she doesn't need that.
I don't need all.
She needs like 38 of that.
I am down 22, so she's hurt more.
And
But split it up however you want.
I am down 23. So,
Okay.
I'm down 38.
38. So, why don't you go ahead and fully heal because you're a good ground control person. So that's...
You take the rest. I'm not engaged.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
So that would get me up. Okay. So, and then I do have one ongoing fire damage that I took last time, but I never did the save ends. Can I do the save ends this time? What do I need?
11 or better.
Nope.
That is a...
It's a 10.
No, that's a 10. I thought that was 16. I was like,
Nope. So, and that counted as my standard action, so I don't have any other action. You're good.
I think you do another... Oh, wait, never mind.
So, suddenly finding themselves without a target, these two are going to move into the underbrush.
I'm going to intercept.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
So, disapparate and then reapparate in front of him. Because no one hits my allies.
If you could pick
could
up
get
the
the-
piece.
Yep.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So, they're going to make their attacks against Whisper.
Yep.
That is a crit. And a crit fail. So, 6 damage. Todoki.
While I do want to shoot 2 that you're welling on, I don't want one to get away. So I'm going to target the little one.
Okay.
So we are now on 3. So this is adding 12 to that.
Ooh.
So that's a 26
That
to
hits.
hit. And that is now 16 damage to him. I'm getting away, guys.
Arrow through the thumb.
Yep. So Todoki hits this guy in the back. He falls forward and we'll say it's like smacks up against a tree and lays there dying.
So I'm actually going to be moving over here. Past Suna. But as I begin to take steps, you see the golden armor just kind of slough off, and then his skin kind of sloughs off. And from beneath the skin, just millions of little spiders come crawling out, and you see this massive little swarm of spiders heading past the fox lady.
Noticed he said past, right?
Sure.
You literally went for a trench coat of spiders.
So, Suna, speaking
yes.
of the fox lady, make me 2 basic melee attacks. Because these guys failed to disengage and they're going to move anyway.
That one doesn't hit 9. Oh wait, plus the escalation dice,
12.
so 12.
That does not hit.
That would be 18, right?
16.
16 hits.
Yeah, 16 hits. Oh,
So,
so 4d8.
Oh yeah, he did. He very did.
I still get to roll.
Oh yeah.
I want to see how did.
I think even the one that you missed against
14, 15.
takes your level in damage, right?
Not for basic.
Basic melee? It's true.
I think they do.
Oh,
yeah, in which case, yes.
He's dead as well.
He is dead as well.
23 in damage.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you staffed the one guy so hard that his bones shattered and hit the
I
guy.
don't have my staff. It's stuck in the ground.
that's
That was
true.
all
So-
me. Claws and
Balls.
everything. As he ran by, I just,
Eating
grabbed.
the tasty
Yeah,
bits,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so those 2 guys tried to run away, and Suna just leaps on one. Have you gone full feral and, like, bite the throat out, or...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so just, slash one, bite one.
Yeah.
The flame trooper is going to make his attacks on... Basically, you 2 have entered Mortal Kombat and just unconcerned about everything else.
I'm just glad he's not playing that game, Kill It With Fire, where you kill the spiders.
So that is a 26 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
You're going to take 12 points of fire damage.
When did big number 2 go down?
Last round.
Last round? Okay. What were those dice rolls?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Damn it!
One of them was an 18. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember what
I
the
need an
other
odd
was.
one.
Yep.
Damn it.
But it is your turn, GIovanna.
Cool. We're going to try Keen Blade again. Hopefully it'll go off this time. So, come on. Alrighty. 6. 15 versus AC.
Are you adding the escalation?
Yes,
die?
I am.
Okay.
Wait. It's a 3. 7. 7 plus 9. 16.
16? Mm-hmm. 16 versus AC does not hit.
Damn it.
Oh, technically it says me and each nearby ally heals my level. So I should be healing too when they miss.
Probably.
We've missed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we each heal 4.
Yeah, so you're just in a bad position.
Yeah.
And you keep hitting up against an armored spot on this thing.
But I'm a dog with a bone. I'm just going to keep gnawing on him.
We're going to say this guy is also going to take off running.
No, he won't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to do a interrupt?
I can't.
Someone's got to do an interrupt.
Whenever I'm a spider, I can't interrupt.
Ah, okay.
I would interrupt, but I don't have the sigils on the guy I'm like smacking.
But
I
I
don't
don't
have an
unspidering.
Yes, you do. You have a basic, just like you can get in front. You can intercept him. I think.
Yes, if you would like to intercept him, you
I
can
would like to intercept him.
certainly block his path.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't let anyone survive.
Yep.
No survivors.
So Suna just on all fours goes running through the
Yes.
underbrush and dives on this guy.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Whisper.
Going to go ahead and try to. I guess he can't tell me to bash their heads together, so I'm just gonna big old like fists bring down, basically trying to hammer these guys into the ground. That is a 23 versus AC for one of those two guys,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, he is missed. I am going to go ahead and so I get 2 blooms there. Oh yeah, I should have gotten 2 blooms from killing those other 2, so I should be up to 6 now.
It's. I also rolled a 1 on my command point for yoinking the.
So I
Small one.
can't actually do anything else besides try to heal, but I'll go ahead and spend some life blooms. I will spend, let's see, I am down 28, so I will spend 3 and get myself back up to full.
All right. So it's now round 5, and the escalation die is 4. Suna, you have
Kill him, just bop him.
scurried your way onto this guy's shoulders.
So I'm gonna try a basic.
That's at least
It's
19.
22. Oh, 22 plus 4, so 26.
Oh yeah. So Suna, runs, leaps. This guy has an instinctual, like, oh no, what's behind me moment, turns and just catches a flying fox person to the face, who proceeds to savage him.
I'm gonna turn around to make sure that these 3 that are left know that they're not running this way.
Ruh-roh.
I was going to say, you could also go ahead and engage that one that's unengaged.
Oh, I could move.
Or you can stay right there and engage if they try to move.
No, I will engage with them now.
Suna's all about the intimidation tactics.
Yeah, they gotta be scared.
Todoki.
As a quick action, I am going to reform from spiders back into the golden elf, which you see popping up. It looks like things are well in hand, so I am going to shoot the big guy with a screaming bow.
Yes, we shoot the big guy.
Is that yours?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh, let's see. That is 10 plus 8, so that's 18 versus AC.
That is not a hit.
Okay.
I think I have to do 19.
He is still marked,
Okay.
And you get to heal.
and I get to heal, which is what, 4 points.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh, and I get to heal too.
I'm
gonna be.
it's got its back to you, and so you try to shoot it in the tank, and it just pings off.
He's too busy to watch the spiders.
But now, as you attack him, you're going to be getting plus 8 damage.
If I can hit him.
Now
Yeah,
is,
your dice need
now
to
is the time.
be fired. Is that her turn?
Yep.
Oh, it is.
Oh, I missed, so that gives me a command
I thought big guy went before me.
Oh, you're right. Yes. I'm sorry. Completely overlooked him.
No, we're okay with that.
Well, I kind of want him to roll an odd number so I can shank him.
Those are both even numbers.
Damn it.
I got a 20 and a 22
Against AC?
AC.
No. Wait.
The
22 will hit.
22 hits.
So that is 6 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Okay.
This has become sort of a game to him.
He knows he's dying.
Well, yeah, he knows he's dying. And
I can't hit him for shit.
He realizes he's not getting out of here, so he's going to take one of you with him.
And guess what? It ain't going to be me.
I'll say thanks.
Okay, come on. Keen blade. Let's do this. I rolled a 16 on the die.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, 34 on this motherfucker.
Roll your damage.
Okay, let's see.
Add 8.
That was not a critical, so it's only 2 times the damage.
I think he was already pretty badly hurt.
It doesn't matter. It's a point of pride at this point.
So, 20 lightning damage on this fucker.
Did you add the 8?
No, I did not. 28 damage.
So this guy goes to pick you up again, and as soon as he does, you just very neatly like lop off his head and then ride the body down to your feet. I'll say the rest of you finish off the last 2 guys in short order.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Because they mooks.
He takes 50 damage.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that was a crit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's missed.
So,
I'm healing real quick at the end of combat.
at the risk of stopping at the inappropriate point, we're gonna call this episode right there, just so everyone can start with combat, end with combat. If it's anything like the previous arcs, this will be the only combat in the whole thing. It's fine.
No, we had one other one with.
We had,
Galdrians?
we had a couple.
Yeah.
The Galdrian had combats. You guys had,
To be fair, we did just do a side one shot that had no combat in it whatsoever, so we had to introduce.
I mean,
combat.
that is true.
We had
true.
an itch.
So yeah, guys, this whole episode was narration and combat.
Yeah.
Sorry for the long episode, but combat takes a while.
Yeah, I had to get used to playing Suna again, flipping through all the pages and all the stuff.
It's okay. I can take spells away from you if you want it to be easier. I can just start scratching stuff out of your spell.
Next season,
No.
Suna's the monk,
I can use
Iacus
them.
is the druid.
No, I do not want to be a monk. Thank you.
You did a pretty good job this time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Run in there, jump them, grab them, kill them.
true.
All right. So, you guys got anything you want to plug?
No.
Not when you put it that way.
Nope. All right. So find us at the places, do the things, give us the feedback, all the fun stuff.
Buy an F-bomb.
Yeah. Sponsor an F-bomb. Having said all that, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys on the next episode.